I downloaded 50 horror mods for Minecraft, and unsurprisingly, it was somewhat miserable. But no, it's not for the reasons you'd think. You see, haphazardly downloading random horror mods off of CurseForge that are of various qualities tends to make the game a little unstable, and sometimes it removes little things like being able to craft a crafting table at all. And so what was meant to be a quick and easy idea devolved into troubleshooting Minecraft on stream for over an hour. I eventually got the game functional, but it took many attempts, which I really can't leave out of the video. So before we see the end product, please enjoy the road of pain it took to get there. Oh, scared to the blown? Well, there's some I should have installed Optifine. Give me a second, quick. So now, there we go. We have Zoom. Well, I start off with drugs, which is nice, question mark. There's a few structures I've noticed. Sorry, what was that? I was, I was perplexed over how I couldn't make a crafting table. Are you telling me I can't make a crafting table? Okay. Oh, I forgot my skin was Walter White. I guess there's no survivors. Alright, well, a few horror mods bar you from crafting tables, have to find one. Well, it looks relatively stable. That's not water. That is a tremolo violin kind of scare noise, you know. I don't know what exactly caused that, of course, but boy was it scary. Well, there's lean. I don't know if my game is lagging really badly. Feeling watched. Man spawning first time. Gotcha. Now the only hard part about... Oh, hey. Oh. Well, it is daytime, but we can do that, I suppose. Iron Golem, go. Oh. We've got Michael Jackson Thriller having fun in the corner. Alright. Never mind, the villagers are gone again. And now, my game has broken again. I like the horror mod that makes the game not respond to anything. Why does the water look like that? I might need to review some of these mods I've installed. Well, we have the most high-resolution block I've ever seen that I can use to make a flesh sword. Which reminds me of those old, really stupid... Sorry, I shouldn't be here. Can I agree. Texture packs, those old, really high-resolution Minecraft texture packs. This is what Netherrack would look like, and it would be the ugliest thing. And it's broken! Yay! The cool little quirky mod or whatever that's causing my game to start stimming and go non-verbal for the entirety of the party, by which I mean it lags and doesn't let me do anything. And doors do that. And we're gonna have to problem solve which of the 50 mods is the one causing that. And sometimes that happens, which is nice. Scared, but hopeless. Okay, well, my drugs are gone. On the bright side, I can make a crafting table. This guy's still around. Yeah, see what we can whip up here. I'm already level 2. All right, so back to the drawing board. I can't type any more than that. At least it's something that breaks within the first 10 seconds, so it's not taking that long, right? Well, on the bright side, the water is normal colored. And back to the drawing board. I think it's my chair. I think I need a new chair. All right, I'm spawning in slow. Something freaky this way comes. You say with a bucket of milk. I don't like that. I can take drugs and cough. I do kind of hate whatever mod is bringing this these old textures and this water, quote unquote. And what's with what is with these guys? Wow. I think we've fixed it. Why is my game lagging? I think we fixed it. We, all of us, fixed it. And I am going to hunt down and kill whoever made the mod that makes the water that color. Let's see if anything I enabled re-breaks it. Which, knowing my luck, it will definitely do. On the bright side, the drugs are back. Well, it seems like the water is still purple and ugly to look at, frankly, but I really hate the purple. What is causing the purple? We still can't make a crafting table, and that's okay. I don't even care. As long as the game stays functional, I'm fine with the lack of a crafting table. It's time to play the game. Finally. I was really hoping. I was wishing upon a star. Provided we don't have 50 mods now. We certainly don't have 50 plus. But I am not changing the name of the stream. I don't know. Well, luckily we still have that noise. I was worried that wouldn't exist. Well, I can't play the game because I can't make a crafting table, which essentially means I can't do anything. Thankfully, they added crafting tables back to the game, am I right? Okay. Anyway, I'll be taking drugs. Once again, something freaky this way comes. How did that get in there? Why are you spawning me in these horrendous, ugly biomes? Which I hate. And if you like, you should also be filleted. But... Why? 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 And also, don't spawn me in a dark wood. Don't spawn me in a mangrove. Well... I'm trying to look at my inventory, dude. Alright, okay. Okay. What is this? Alternate dirt. Okay. I apparently found the dark forest, although this isn't much of a forest per se. Loud sound warning, by the way. I don't know who needs to hear this, but scary and painful is not the same thing. All right, guys. Well, look at us go. I can take drugs, and I can cough. Well, this is very cool. However, a crafting table would arguably be a little cooler. I will just take my drugs and walk. 1 hour of stream and still no crafting table. Has it taken me that long? Wow. If I find a village, I can find a crafting table. You're right. And that's what every YouTuber I watch that does with dweller mods does. They just spawn next to a village and then they're like, they're not scary. And then they play the game for like half an hour and it's like, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. And it's like, not really. No, I didn't. I'm too distracted by the fact that I can't make a crafting table. I need to take my meds. Yes, sir. Let's see. Somebody either messed up the game and removed the crafting table, or they specifically removed only the crafting table recipe in the hopes that you would find a village with a crafting table. Whatever reason that the crafting table is gone is not a good reason. Whatever reason the water is purple is not a good reason. Well, we have a watchtower-esque structure here. I'm coughing. Check winds, check weather cauldron, empty equals no rain. Well, it's not raining, but it's not empty. But, alright. Let's see. Crafting table. Crafting table. Do we have... Well, we have raw copper. We've got spyglass. No crafting table, though. Alright, time to go. It's fun. It's fun. What mod adds a deer? What's scary about adding a deer to the game? Have I thought about crafting a crafting table? Oh boy, have I thought about it. I've dreamed about it. I've hoped about it. I've rubbed my legs together in glee about it. However, how about I make a watcher chest plate? Who's crunching? Is that you? Are you kidding me? Is that just a PNG? Now what did I do? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a job application. We might need to remove a couple of mods. I'm thinking. We have the normal image, and then we have the... What filter did you put that through, and why? Oh, they're closing in. Let's just take a look at what all we've got around here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, then there's cow or farming. And the salmon are looking at me too. I'm a popular guy. We have Michael Jackson Thriller hands over here. The Temu mods. They're good. Do I think the job application was a sign? Yes, I do. Luckily, I can't read. I blame you. I blame you. I'll wait for that to pass. Hey man, what's up? Well, the sun is missing. First voice crack. Leave me alone, guys. Listen, I'm always under the weather. I am always sick. I'm always messed up in some way. Cut me some slack. Throw it back in case of ghosts. Do you mean like, what do you mean by throw it back? As I was saying, there's rain moving in. That's messing with me. I felt very sickly this morning. I'm always under the weather. That's why my voice cracks. I have to clear my throat like 50 times in the stream. Every time without fail. I am always sick. You guys need to leave me alone. The day I move to the Arctic where there's no pollen, no humidity, no nothing, then maybe I won't be sick. Maybe I should move to Alaska. I don't know. You know, the thing is, honestly, I'd be fine with them reverting the textures back to being like old textures. Like, oh, there's old... Thank you. But why the water? That is golden leggings with mending on it. But why the water? Why the water textures? Why was that something? That's not even old water. That's just ugly. That is so ugly. Move to Canada? I don't know. I don't want to accidentally walk into a euthanization pod on the side of the street. Y'all have those like telephone booths, right? So that's what causes that. But hey, look, we have this again. We have the war-torn countryside. Look at all these survivors. Something freaky this way comes. I hope it's not him. I hope you're not being freaky. What is that? Darkness 2. Ooh, that's cool. The sequel to Darkness 1. Yeah, I do the little jig on the roof. I do a little jig on the roof. Tinnitus jump scare. I didn't even notice there's any noise in the game. I just thought that was just my tinnitus acting up. He's here, run. Sorry, let me take my... I'm taking my drugs, sir. "86 minutes in, and no mining or crafting has taken place yet." See? It is something. Something is breaking the crafting table. But what? But what? The flesh. But what? Because I just disabled like 20 of them. I shouldn't be here. Oh, shut up. Leave me alone. The invincible pig. I dread him. I dread the name. So, you're ballsy, aren't you? You're real ballsy. We're not touching anything else. We have the crafting table. That's most of them enabled. Hello. We're fixed. We're all fixed. We're all fixed up. I don't care if the textures are ugly. We're playing the game. Finally. Okay. My game crashed. The crafting table disabling was load bearing. The entire thing keeping the game together was the lack of the crafting table recipe. It's a lot of flesh. I can tell that dude appeared in the air and, I don't know, slapped his balls or something, because I guess the musk descended upon me and made me slow. I'm not... Yeah, okay. I remember this was a really weird thing because we don't get blizzards or much, but there was a really bad blizzard back when I was young. I want to say it was 2011. And basically... Oh, I see. He's... I'm engaged for the next 14 hours. Anyway, there was a really bad blizzard. We were inside for like a week straight with no power. Of course, I know that's nothing crazy to probably people from like Canada or Alaska or people that basically live in places with consistent snowfall. But for an Oklahoman, that was kind of not the usual. Congrats to the happy couple. So I want you to throw you a romanticized... How many stingers are you gonna throw at me, man? This is Slender. I'm playing Slender right now. Just with horrible generation and geometry because of the way this generated. I need to take my meds. You're fine. Why am I playing Slender? Gosh, I hate this world generation. Where are my flat, friendly, and non-offensive, inobtrusive plains biomes? Or desert, I don't know. I saw a mod on the CurseForge page that said, adds the rake from Roblox game, and I just got really sad. Who's this little guy? This is just a dude. Oh. Okay, now who's the flesh torture? Hello. Hi. Did you wave at me? Hey, what's up? I like the flesh ground with flesh particles. What biome is this? Anyway, the Cursed One, Smiler, flesh biome. Okay. Everything is debuffed. Half of the world is flesh. I'm like 90% sure there's like certain people that attract mosquitoes more. Ignore that guy. And I'm one of them. It doesn't matter where I'm at, how many people are around. I am always swarmed and destroyed by mosquitoes. It's because I'm so sweet, am I right? Oh, out for a swim, are we? You will pay? What did I do? What did I do to you, dude? Did you just bring me back to my spawn point? Mosquitoes are really flirtatious. They're really confident with me. They'll bite me like on my hands, on my fingers. There's a... No. No, don't do it. Don't do it. There's the boiled one going on with his monologue that they just ripped straight from the video. I can be like covered head to toe in like a hoodie and jeans next to like some other person that's like wearing shorts and like a crop top. There'll be like maybe like 1 or 2 bites, and then I'll have like all the bites will be like around my waistband or like on my ankles, like just barely where the mosquitoes were able to get to. It's like whenever it comes to the other person with like free real estate all over their body, the mosquitoes are like, I'm not interested. And then whenever it's me, they're fiending for me. I'm delicious, I suppose. It's always been that way. Someone will be like, I got a couple bites. And I'll be like, I counted one time after I went out, and I think I had 23. I got 23 mosquito bites. That is a funny noise. I'll sample that for the next song I work on. I was going to say there's someone outside, but goodbye, bed. Please stop. Please. Okay. By the way, I don't have keep inventory on, I should say. Guilt says I will pay. This is a gravestone. That's nice. Place it to calm it. There you go. It has been calmed. What is this? What is this? Introvert? anxiety simulator? Is this the socially inept make them nervous mod where everyone just stares at me? All right. What kind of pollen am I mostly allergic to? Well, you see, I took a allergy test a while ago, which basically tested me for every grass, every tree, and a bunch of different animals. It even tested for like, you know, dust and stuff left over by like mites and like cockroaches and silverfish and stuff. You know, they did that test where they like do a little prick on your arm. And I tested like mildly to highly allergic to like every tree and grass and plant and animal and bug in the state. Good timing. I will say, I am kind of miserable because I'm allergic to everything. I'm allergic to all pollen. I'm allergic to like every animal. I get very sickly. I'm really weather and like pressure sensitive. The sky floater's sprinkling his nut dust over me again. There's a Steve emoting in the top right. And I'm allergic to a lot of like skin irritants. I remember I used to like have like allergic reactions after the hospital for like anything I had done because the detergent and cleaners they used on their hospital beds would set me off. I'm just coughing blood on the ground. I remember getting my allergy test back. They had like 30 something needles they stuck into my arms, and it just, my arms were just swollen, like tons of red bumps on them. It was awful. That reminds me, so I went to an event for the high school band. We got to go on a trip to, where was it? Branson, Missouri. And in Branson, Missouri, I believe it was, they had this indoor rodeo show with a bunch of horses, and there were like performances and stuff. And the problem was the entire floor of the place, obviously, since there were horses going through it and it was like a rodeo performance, was made of dirt. And so what happened was, as soon as the show started, I start like crying and sneezing and I'm not able to breathe because I'm allergic to horses. So that probably didn't help. That combined with the dust, I had to get up and be like, I need to leave. And I ended up spending the next hour of the show basically sitting in the bathroom trying to catch my breath, which that was probably one of the most miserable experiences I ever went through. Oh, that's actually a cool looking dude. It's a nice model. I'll try not to look at that guy because that's the guy that makes my ears bleed. You know, the thing is, there's still like a ton of mods we haven't encountered yet, and I don't know if it's because they're on really forgiving time systems or if it's... We'll choose which hand holds the diamond. I win! Yay! I do want to do more Minecraft in the future. I dread saying that, but come on, give me a good cave. I'm not gonna mine a staircase down. That's not fun at all. Alright, you know, I'm just digging into the mountainside. Who cares? None of these caves are any good. I really hate this world generation. Although I'm not actually very used to playing the recent versions. I actually usually play before... I don't know how that didn't hit me. I usually play before 1.8 or 1.17 before they added the increased world height because I just like the older generation. And usually I play modded, and the only thing I care about in the modded is usually the Nether update. But, you know, as long as there's no, like, skin irritants, like lung irritants, or, you know, food irritants, I'm fine, right? As long as I just eat, like, red meat and water and never leave my house. I'm gonna assume that sound is relatively fine. It's pretty scary, am I right? So is there somebody around? This is a lot of ambient scary music. Diameralds. No, get away from me. Sorry, that was a cold dweller. Guilt, why did you leave me? You are... bald, smelly, lol. Cold dweller is a great insult we need to start applying to a certain group of people. Children? Just start calling children cold dwellers. Back to the mines with you. Haven't taken my meds in a while. Is that what I'm running from, or is that unrelated? I really don't know. By the way, the audio from the game, just so you guys know, is there's a limiter turned on, and I also what you're getting is the sound of the game after I took away 22 decibels. The sound is lowered by 22 decibels. So whenever stuff like that happens, I just can't hear anything. I haven't been taking my pills in a while. Oh my goodness, he had hyper-realistic eyes and they were scary. There we go, broken down to the caves. We can start doing some real exploring. I'm not me. We might start seeing more dwellers now that we've broken through underground. What is a diemerald? Used to make a dagger. A diemerald chestplate, alright. Well, that's interesting stuff. No, that's interesting. Are you fake? No, you're not. Okay. I don't know why you're colored that way, but alright. Are my ears bleeding? I don't know. Maybe it's the amount of time that I spend working on my music at like probably volumes louder than I should. I don't know if this has any direct effect, but there's so many times, because I like to mess around and make some funny noises, experiment with my synths and stuff, and sometimes I do kind of just make sounds that just high-pitched blast my ears out, which is mainly just me being bad or doing things by accident. I'm just trying to like spam taking my pills and I hope that does something. It is also red outside. Never mind, it's fine outside. I'll make a diemerald helmet. Aw, Walter White has a chin strap. Nice. Looking good, buddy. I know what that guy is, and I think he's about to kill me. My door! Purple water is scarier than all the mods. It is psychologically terrifying. Have I been scared yet? Actually, I can't even think. Have I reacted to anything that's happened to me? This guy is cool. What do you do? You look... Dude, I really like you. Come, give me a bro fist. Please don't be nervous. I know you're a fan. Give me a bro fist, please. Ugh. He's shy. Bless his heart. That guy's not shy. He's an extrovert and I don't like him. I reacted with giggles. They bring me joy. I slap my big fat belly. I dump olive oil on my big fat belly and I make it talk to me. Look behind. Ooh. Oh, it's just you. I don't like getting the hay bales because it feels like cheating, dude. Also, my doors are gone. I think the fact that they added stuff like this where you can just get a ton of bread at once is counterintuitive to the way you should play Minecraft. I don't like handouts. Here, let me tell you guys something. Who cares? Efficiency 5. But one problem I really have with Minecraft mods, and it's the main reason I can't play any mod packs anymore, it's that they add so many structures and like loot things that it's just really irritating, honestly. It kind of takes me out of the game. I think Minecraft was better back when there were minimal structures, or they were really sparse. But a lot of the mod packs that add structures, it's like you cannot spin like 360 degrees without seeing at least like 5 battle towers or giant mansions that are like poking out of the ground in like a weird way because they're too big to fit in the environment, you know? Something's off. Yeah, take your meds. Take your meds, man. The first Dweller mod was a disaster for the Minecraft modding community. Here's the thing. It's a surprise to me that so many people are still making like, oh, is this Dweller mod any good? Or doing this stuff with this many Dweller mods. Provided, it's exactly what I'm doing right now, basically. I don't know. I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of Dweller mods are just probably made by someone as like their first mod, as like a joke or a fun thing. And then sometimes I see people review the Dweller mods as if they're like this high quality, like prestige mod. It's like, I don't know if that's a fair way to judge it, or what am I trying to say, really? I see you. Anyway, I'll never be the guy that says, oh, modern Minecraft is worse or better. It's different. And luckily we have the ability to go back and play older versions if you don't like what you have today. There's nothing wrong with going back and playing older versions. But I don't want to be the one to say, oh, this is better or this is worse and here's why. Because I don't know, really. Maybe it's this combination of smaller things that add up to the reason it feels different, because I do still find fun playing the older versions. Gosh darn it. Who's the flesh torture? I guess it's no one important. Oh, the flesh torture is scary. The health bar is probably the only thing in this mod. It's probably just meant to scare you via... Actually, here. Oh, is that the flesh torture? That looks like... It's lagging my game. I think that's the flesh torture. Yeah, oh... Goodness, that's actually quite cool. If there weren't hyper-realistic flesh blocks, I would say it's even cooler. Unfortunately, this is mildly cringy. You don't want to disturb me right now? I won't be so patient if you speak again. Don't look at me. Oh, we are the pigs which float. Huh? Anyway, I will say one thing I don't like is the world generation in Minecraft. That is something I do know I don't like. I don't like this. I mean, the mountains can be cool sometimes, but like this, I don't like this. It's too, the upheaval is just too much, really. Sorry, I know I'm running around a lot and not doing something. Unfortunately, I do this thing in Minecraft where I strip through. I guess that's probably karma. I like to run around until I find the perfect base location. Well, do both of you know? You feel tired? Sleep apnea is getting to me. Sorry, let me take my pills. There's 2 flesh tortures now, no. I'm not judging you if you like the world gen or anything. I'm just saying I don't like it. I know a lot of people do like it, I don't. And there's nothing wrong with liking it. But personally, can you get off me? Stop smelling my neck. You keep looking at me like that, you're... Oh, I am the pig which dodges. This reminds me, there's a mod for Terraria, which is just, I don't know, it's like every second there's like a something in like 10,000 or something, some huge number chance. You get the Foxy jump scare from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's just what this is. This is just you play Minecraft and walk around, but every now and then you get a jump scare. I don't know. I think fundamentally Minecraft was not built for horror or dweller mods of any kind because it goes against the way also. Kill the innocents. That's a cool creature. Because, I mean, honestly, there's no good like match for horror mods in Minecraft because, you know, I don't agree with every decision that Mojang makes. But their one rule about like, oh, you know, the player shouldn't be punished unless they do something, or anytime something happens to the player, it's usually their fault, or it's because they sought it out, you know, disregarding the creeper. They follow a, you know, don't seek out trouble and don't mess things up, and the game's not going to screw with you kind of thing. And dweller mods, I think, are a good example of why that might actually be a good idea. Yeah, that's the aneurysm sound just slowed down and they cut out the fart. What is this? What is going on here? And there's another village I can see another village from my other village. I am complaining a lot. This is your only warning? I'm not talking. The shapes and colors room. My favorite. Also, I still don't know why keep inventory is on. I never turned that on. I really don't understand that. The problem with horror mods in Minecraft is just that Minecraft isn't a game built for horror fundamentally. So anytime you introduce a dweller or something scary that basically breaks the flow of the game, that messes with the established systems, it just doesn't work. And made worse by the fact that most horror mods for the game are pretty terribly made and designed. So you're combining poor quality with the fact that you're trying to shove it into a game that's not built for it, which I think is the issue. Minecraft is a game about survival and building and crafting and crap. It's Minecraft. We all know what Minecraft is. And whenever you introduce stuff like this, you're not playing Minecraft anymore. You're going in and you're kind of playing Minecraft and you're kind of just watching things happen around you and looking at horror stuff. You're not you're not really playing Minecraft, and you're not even playing it with the intention of playing it for like a prolonged period of time. Unless it's for like a challenge, nobody's like, I'm just gonna play Minecraft with these games as like a back piece as I go and like beat the Ender Dragon. You know, it's not a supplementary thing or like an addition to the game. It's like a focal thing that you're meant to mess around with for like maybe a few hours tops and then be like, okay, that was neat, and then not look at it again. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. Who stacked the trees? Was it you? Oh, you tree stacker. Oh, you... We're seeing a lot of new things, aren't we? Every time I turn around, there's something new. Wow. Listen closely. That was by far the loudest thing I've heard so far. Oh, that's a job application. That's loud. Oh. There he is. Sometimes you wonder how it feels to be scared by something again. Well, you know what? I've been scared back to back this whole street. Bad decision. Wasn't that the same face from Undertale in the Omega Flowey fight on the TV screen? I swear it was. What? I hate the jazz hand floaters. Oh, oh. Ooh. That's Toby Fox's face. I thought so. Oh my gosh, that's an Enderman. Now that's scary. You're such a douche. Go away. Maybe I should just play normal Minecraft. Is this enjoyable? Tech it? Oh, I remember watching the Yogs cast play that. Oh my gosh, guys, look. This is not a horrendous area to build in. I can finally play the game. The presence of a village across the way irritates me, but I can deal with it, I guess. Okay. Hope I set spawn. Whoever told me to do that, you're getting a timeout. My game crashed. Can I just sleep, dude? Is that just a random chance to happen? You just take my bed? I don't know what mod that is, but I'm on the verge of just turning it off. Because that one's probably been the most obtrusive so far. I didn't think there would be a standout mod that's like more annoying than the rest, but that one specifically is like a 50-50. If you allow me to sleep in my bed or not. That's probably fine. Stop being rude to Abyss-chan. You know, he hasn't, like, picked me up or, like, given me a kiss on the forehead in a while. Gosh. I need to take my meds. I swear I'm turning that guy off. Gosh darn it, my game crashed. Alright, well, guess what? We're turning that guy off. Old School Amnesia, I actually checked and I saw, apparently I haven't played that since I beat that in 2018, which means that I played and beat Amnesia: The Dark Descent whenever I was 13 years old. So I guess I've always liked horror games. Wow, that's a ghost. Are you okay? Are you okay, man? Gosh, dude. Are you constipated? What? I'm so over this. FNAF fan games get eaten up too? Nah, not in my experience. I think the FNAF fan games I've done haven't been very well performing, if I remember correctly. Which sucks, because I do like playing them. Yes, the videos you've seen of FNAF fan games have done well. Here's some advice, because I have to tell this to people. Even like IRL, my friends like recommending me like, oh, I saw this video's been doing well. And it's like, yeah, with stuff like that, Whenever people are like, oh, I saw these types of videos are doing well. And you know, maybe you have seen a few people have success with it. There's probably a lot more people that also did that are not doing well. Because I've had friends like, oh, you need to be on top of things like whenever they come out. Or like, oh, this game came out and it's doing well. And I've been like, all right. And you know, I've tried it out and made a video over it. And it's been like one of my worst performing videos ever. And I'm like, well, a lot of stuff on YouTube is literally just luck. And like, sometimes you can do something and have success. And what did I do? What did I do, Toby Fox? What did I do? A lot of it's just luck. So what works for one person may not work for someone else, and what works for one person one time may not work for them a second time. What doesn't work could work if you keep doing it. It's just like, why did Fractal Block World, out of all the games I've done, why did Fractal Block World perform so well? You know? Because I actually looked and I was like, let's see, how do Fractal Block World videos do? And I looked and I was like, you know, these videos don't even seem to do too well. And then I uploaded mine anyway. And mine's probably done like as good or better than a lot of the ones I saw just looking around. And it was like, it's just an up in the air kind of thing. If you kill me, will you go away? Oh, that works. Right. The jump scare's over. Blood. Did I do something? Oh, he grabbed me from behind. And also, that's not my name. I uninstalled the mod called Preventer of Other Mod Spawns. Apparently, I have no idea why everything else is spawning now. And that's why I especially agree with the don't chase trends or anything, just make content that you like. Because, honestly, I think the best thing for you to do is just constantly experiment with your YouTube channel. Especially if you're doing gaming content, I don't recommend sticking to one game. I recommend doing as much as possible. It's kind of a volatile space, and I think it's good to just throw things at the wall and see what sticks, and also get an audience over time that is used to you playing different games. But of course, I'm a small creator. What do I know? Honestly, not much. It's the best way to guarantee that you have an audience that comes for you and not, you know, for whatever game you're playing. I like the realistic zombie man invading my house. And flying. I don't know what mod is causing everything to levitate. Honestly, I think the dwellers are taking up so much of the spawning space or something because there's not a lot of other mobs presenting themselves. And now I just get to play Minecraft. It's gonna be a kind of basic Minecraft house, but hey, look at this. We're doing pretty well. Look at that. We're playing the game. It is really laggy because of weird stuff going on. This is probably a bad idea just because I know a lot of the Minecraft horror mods let them break glass. I might replace it with like iron bars or something. I don't know. They gotta be annoying and make them extra destructive. It's a starting house. It doesn't need to be the prettiest thing. What am I doing? But it gives me a nice window with which to see the monsters outside my house. Wood fences. Yeah, that's true. But I call that good. I realized I haven't given myself any space. I haven't given myself any space to put torches really because of all the glass. However, we can remedy this. There we go. The jumping jack Steve in the corner is not helping me. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can hang lanterns. Gosh, what is wrong with you, dude? My poor guy. Hey, look at that. We have a nice house. But I mean, from the outside, it's whatever. It's nothing impressive. I think it would look good as a base if I put another compartment on top, maybe a block taller. I have to say, it makes me miss Vintage Story because the building is so much more better, I feel. Well, really, this is quite relaxing. Anytime something pops up on my screen, I've gotten to the point where I just tune it out. Actually, I've kind of been doing that since the beginning. Okay, guys, have a torque off right now. I want to see who... Oh, looks like you're the one... Oh. Was it something I said? Oh, my lord! Oh my gosh, that is not balanced at all. Alright, we have him doing the running man at me. Can I kill you? Potentially, I could. Maybe if I utilize my gapple. That's actually quite cool. I wish his... You know what? Yeah, you can kill me, I'll respawn, but... I think if his animation was slowed down a little bit, that'd look more natural. I think it's too jerky. Thanks. I act like a bot sometimes. Thank you. Someone just ate a peanut next to me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why the game is so laggy. Well, I have a good idea. Who's making all that ruckus, I wonder? Goodness. Kind of reminds me of the Portal soundtrack, which is really good, by the way. Oh, my frames, where are they? I think, you know, with stuff like that, and this goes for games, mods of any sort, whenever you guys go, oh, this is more annoying than scary, or oh, that's like really grating, I don't like that, or wow, that's really lame. It's interesting because whenever I go to like watch horror stuff, like Dweller stuff, or I stream or I make videos, everybody seems to pretty unanimously agree whenever something's poorly designed or made. And so it makes me wonder, why does everybody make it that way? There's so many problems that everybody seems to have with like horror games or horror content that seems to be like the pretty popular opinion. And so what group of people is going around making the same mistakes and doing what people don't like? You know what I mean? Everyone I talk to has basically the same opinion on Dweller mods, but then all Dweller mods make the same mistake. And it's, I don't know if they just don't see the criticism or they're just the type of person that doesn't think the same way. I don't get it. It's like everybody agrees that like super loud jump scares and like PNG scares are really lame, but they're so common that, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how that comes about. You know what I mean? Is it just the type of person that thinks that's a good idea and just doesn't engage with everyone else? I don't know. Holy lag. I know. It's, oh my gosh. What is going on? It's like this direction. As long as I look over here, it's fine. What is happening over here? Good Lord, what's happening in there? Oh, please pet me. I don't know what he just did to my face, but I think I'm gonna report him. Well, unfortunately, he just glazed my face in his purple. Yeah, I guess that's it. The people that make horror content, like all the bad tropey horror content, and the people that make Dweller mods and basically all that, I guess the only thing they ever see is just iterations of the same thing, and they only ever reference other works. They never see like any of the opinions of people that like complain about stuff rightfully and like have like valid criticisms. It's just constant regurgitation of the same format and the same thing, despite everybody vocally saying it's terrible. And it's so strange. It's perplexing to me how 99% of people in horror seem to agree on what's bad, except for the people that make horror. It's a bunch of people making horror for an audience of no one. They're making content for no one. That's the only way I can really think to put it. I spin, yay! But I don't know, sorry, the bee overtook me with joyous whimsy. Let me take my pills. Shut up, dude. I'll look behind me whenever I'm done with the tree. Gosh, have some patience. I'm not like avoiding you. I'm doing something. Yeah, of course, a lot of it's made for easy YouTube content, which I wouldn't be surprised if YouTubers that make Dweller content are like paying people off to make cheap copy and pasted Dweller mods just to be like, it's like, yeah, the content sucks, but people eat it up even if it's bad. You know, I could just turn my whole career into me playing bad Dweller mods and then going, guys, this is bad. And then everyone in the comments is going to like the video and they're going to agree with me like, yeah, this is bad. You know, can I use things, please? And it's stupid, really, because it feels like they're playing off of like, oh, this content sucks. And it's like, yeah, you're benefiting from it being bad. So it's not like you want it to stop coming. You want the slop to keep coming because then you can keep making videos on bad stuff and have everyone agree with you. Bad content is its own form of content. Am I applying Diazzle as a psyop? No, I think he actually makes good videos. He does also seek out like pretty higher effort stuff, and he's funny. I like the dude. He seems nice. I think my game's broken. Aren't I doing exactly this? I'm doing as many as I can in one video, so I don't ever have to do it again. But yes, I am also taking advantage of it. by slapping them all together because I know it'll be mildly entertaining. And oh, I can be the one that points the finger and goes, "Hey, these mods aren't any good," with some semblance of self-awareness, or at least I pretend to have some. Oh no. Guys, the world got corrupted. This was really depressing, to say the least. After all the effort in finally getting a world to work, the save got corrupted. Was this surprising? No, not at all. But it did mark the end of that attempt. I kept playing, and what occurred next was really just me rambling about and chilling with chat while somewhat playing the game. Turns out playing Minecraft while getting assaulted every 5 seconds, after having spent an hour and a half getting the game in a state where I can actually play it, causes a bit of fatigue. We'll play for a little longer. We'll just mess around. Okay. Keep inventory after death is off. Just to clarify, this is turned off, so I don't know. I really like this guy. I do like this guy. I like him a lot, actually. He adds personality. I think a lot of people are more self-aware than they'd like to admit, but they don't want to do anything with it, or they don't want to willingly comment on it, because that might be seen as, I don't know, being vulnerable to a public audience. I really don't know. I think a lot of people that make content are really concerned about keeping up an appearance or a sort of personality that they want to present to the public. And because of that, they try to avoid coming off in ways that might be more genuine or revealing about themselves. I kind of was in my thoughts the other day, and I was thinking about content creators that I like and what I appreciate. And I think why I am so adverse to so many content creators in the space now. And it is, I think, mostly just because there's not very many genuine people anymore. And like specifically examples I thought of were, you know, Markiplier kind of has gone through a lot. He's a dude that's been through a lot. And I remember him making many videos, you know, just talking about events that have happened in his life and being very emotional about it. Another example is Jacksepticeye was playing a game that was very symbolic or quite in your face about it being a game about like cancer. And I remember he even got emotional in that video, talking about his grandma or something. And I appreciate people that present themselves in that way, because I feel like so many content creators now are just like a step removed from themselves whenever they are on screen, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm rambling, but it's what you do when you play Minecraft, right? That might be because they also come from a time where YouTube wasn't seen as much as a profession as now, whereas now the people getting into content creation are specifically trying to be marketable instead of just being themselves. I think that's probably one of the biggest differences between content creators now and then. Anyway, I don't like avoiding difficult topics. I like talking about difficult topics, and I like talking about things like this that are nuanced and provoke some sort of thinking or reflection upon myself. I think it's healthy to do, even if I might not be able to word myself in the most sensical manner whenever I'm kind of talking off the cuff on a live stream. What's my game crush? Oh, well, that's a good question. I'm not quite that vulnerable with you guys yet. What's the name of the mod with the funny fedoral purple guy? It is called Soul Seeker, in brackets, horror, comma, not a dweller. That was something funny I saw whenever I was downloading a bunch of mods, is they would all have in parentheses, this is not a dweller mod. And so far, I think a lot of them were lying, from what I've seen. How fitting it's a P for Pingus. Thank you for the 50 Pingus. Once I become a big content creator, you know, and I've got some influence and I've got the platform, I will be switching up on all my day ones. I will change everything about myself. I'll be singing a different tune, as they say. You know, I'll be like manipulating people, throwing people under the bus, making stuff up, drama farming. Basically anything I can do to squeeze just a little bit of extra revenue out of you guys. So since we're being honest with each other, I just want to get that off my chest. There's got to be a mod doing that, because everything is applied with slowness except for me, which makes no sense. There is a difference. Is the slowness effect so just absolutely horrendous that it's making them float? I would rather be alone than lonely, and usually that is the case because I'm an introvert. I was gonna say I watch a lot of those YouTube videos that are like, oh, if you're an introvert, you're like a better person and smarter, and you're just better all around and more socially aware, and you know, basically extroverts wish they were you because it makes me feel better about myself and put another group of people down, which is the best thing to do as a human being, is to put other people down to raise yourself up. It is like, oh, it's such a good feeling. The new, oh my gosh, I just realized. I didn't notice because the water around here is all frozen, but oh my gosh, the textures are back to normal. Why am I being attacked by knights with oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's Mothman. I've been waiting for you to show up. Eaten by Mothman, you say, raises my eyebrow, smirks, scratches my chin, all my hair falls out. Okay, that's a lot of Mothmen. Not I'm really observing. I feel a little guilty. I feel like most of my streams turn into I'm playing the game, and then after a while I just start ranting and rambling on about various topics. You think everyone knows how Minecraft works? I don't know, I'm still kind of figuring it out. I've only been playing it since 2011. There's still things that trip me up sometimes. Have you seen that like new sniffer thing? I mean, what? They just added that. Can you believe that? Otakus are annoying. That's true, yeah. I think people that are like really expressive about being into like anime and manga and are like weird and annoying about it. Well, they should soak in salt water for about 20 hours in a sensory deprivation chamber, then rubbed down with latex until they're raw. I think we should hold their eyelids open and sprinkle rust into them and then stitch their eyes shut. And then after that, we should just stick them into a hot room until they eventually die from a heat stroke. But I guess as long as they're enjoying things, that's the important part, right? Don't be so accepting. Sorry. People that make any sort of Instagram, like TikTok anime edits with like funk music and like tweening animations, you're fine. You're fine to do that. If you enjoy that and other people enjoy consuming that, it's fine, I guess. It's just expressing your gratitude of an interest through a medium that I don't really personally understand. It's okay. Whatever brings you joy, I guess. I don't have it in me to hate anymore. I just couldn't go through with it. I wonder if the snow is messing with their spawning. You never know when something like that could be causing weird issues with mob spawning. Stuff being on top of blocks. I see so many reels on Instagram that are like, Konosuba is so funny, and it just shows a clip from the show and nothing funny happens, and I'm like, what am I looking for here? Checks under rug, where's the funny? Pulls out chest hair, she loves me not. Okay, where's the funny? A lot of people are going to be a little miffed even whenever they join to watch this Minecraft horror mod of me possibly getting scared, and it's just me criticizing and talking about random topics that have nothing to do with what I'm engaging with, as I completely ignore and walk through everything that spawns in front of my face. I was trying to... He gooped on me again. Oh, that was cool. I could hear you walking. Oh, I guess Jazz the Grinner. Well, you make me frown. You make me frown so hard it hurts my jaw. I found the freaky dweller. Oh, no. A little out of place. No. This is pretty close to the end of the stream. Honestly, I'm fatigued at this point. I just want to check some of this stuff out. Let's do some mod reviews. This is the radioactive terror. This is the... This is the sound effect egg. Wow. Oh, here's where I was. What? I do not know what's going on with that thing. That is so incredibly loud and completely unnecessary, by the way. Let's see what happens. Walter White's gonna back it up on a fool. Now, don't think I'm teasing. Oh, all right.
hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
Well, there we go, everybody. There's the monsters we've got. This stream sucked. This is one of the worst streams I've ever done. I guess the only thing I can think of is now, was this stream scary? Are Minecraft Dortal mods actually like super high effort and scary and greatly refined and like the pinnacle of any kind of like art form? I think there's a strong case to be made if you have something mentally wrong with you. So, in other words, no. Goodbye, everybody.